Hey guys, and how's it going? So it's Saturday afternoon. Did some yard selling this morning. Got a couple of things we'll kind of go over. Weather's been kind of iffy, and I've been real picky about what I've been grabbing, so I'm not filling the truck quite as much as I used to. But we still got some cool stuff. So without further ado, we'll start from little to big, I guess. First kind of stop I went through, there was a toolkit for sale for $1, and it's made in Japan instead of China. So I figured this would be good for like in a motorcycle, I'm thinking. Could even be in a car. It seems like it's not metric. Kind of weird that it's made in Japan, but it's standard and not metric. It also could be just a mix of a bunch of different things too. What do we got for sockets? I think the sockets say Taiwan. I swear I saw Japan somewhere. Japan on the wrench right there. That's what it is. So, who knows? Anyway, that's what that's going to be used for $1. A little laser level. And I do believe it did what it was supposed to do. There's no maybe. Is that on? There we go. You're blind. That's weird. So, that's good for building stuff. It's nice and small. That's what I like about it. What's that, a tape measure? Yeah, I bet you it's a tape measure. Anyway, $1.50 for them. These cool old electric motors. I don't know much about them. This one looks like it's missing its brushes. And looks like one's inverted. It looks like it's almost the same thing, but one's flipped upside down maybe. Right? It's got a mounting plate on the bottom. This one's on top. I don't know if you could switch them. The sun's coming out. Got a little oiler cup on them. They weigh about 20 pounds a piece. They're not that big, but man, do they have some weight behind them. So I might be able to build one out of the two of them. It's got funky looking kind of brushes. It looks like you bend a tab down and touch them and make them hit. I just thought they looked really cool. This one's got a tag on it. 1/12 of a horsepower, 110 volts, 2100 RPMs, number 838. If anybody's into these things and knows what they are, let me know. I would figure it was probably used on a fan maybe. So you think they would have airflow through these vents for a reason. Yeah, I'm thinking a little fan. Does this one turn? Yeah, just kind of yes and no. Yeah, that one might be terminal. And check this guy out. This little Honda outboard. I gave it a tug to see if it'll fall over on us here. It's kind of precariously sitting there. But it does pull. Who knows how long it's been sitting. A woman was cleaning out her garage, and it was kind of weird. It was getting a little later in the day. Later in the day meaning 9:30. Yard sales usually start around 7 or 8 o'clock. So usually all the good stuff is gone fairly quick. Well, there was the yard sale in the driveway, and then leaning up against the garage was this. It was kind of like past the yard sale. So I asked her if it was for sale. She goes, "Oh yeah, that's for sale. What do you want for it?" She's like, $30. Okay, so I threw that in the truck. For $30, I figured out we'll make a Goodwill run video. It looks fairly complete. She said it ran the last time you used it. Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? But who knows what we have for, how long ago that was. Doesn't smell terrible. Maybe somebody ran the fuel out of it. That would be nice. I'm guessing by the size of it, it's probably like 2 or 3 horsepower. I do not see anywhere on it where it says what the horsepower rating is. It is a 4-stroke, which is nice and quiet. Here's a tag. I don't see any other information on it anywhere. But gas tank's built in. It does not look like it has a shifter. It looks like just a start and go. And for reverse, you flip the handle around for it to go and get backed up. Skeg looks okay. Some corrosion on it. There's probably like a spare motor for like a sailboat or something. That's my guess. And I'm saying that just because the wear on the anode, is that what that's called? So it looks like it was left in the water some. But Honda makes good stuff. Hopefully, prove to be the case with that guy. Just looking for any more information. And then we have this guy. Yard sale probably again around 10 o'clock. I was kind of surprised that it was still out there. And it is, I'd never heard of Kreidler. I guess that's how you pronounce it, Kreidler. And I did a quick search on my phone, and I guess it's a German company, or was a German company. And then in 1982 they went out of business, and I think Garelli bought them. So it might be Garelli with a different name on it. I just don't know. But it's rough. I don't think there's a corner that hasn't taken a hit or a bang or got chopped up or lights taped on. It's got I don't know what's happening here, but this is definitely not going to unbolt off the triple trees. The gas tank is, smell it? It's rank. So that is definitely going to have some issues. Fortunately, the tank is not part of the frame, so at least you could take it off. Oof, that's bad. At least you could take it off and service it, clean it, and seal it if we have to. Looks like most of the plastics are on it. Looks like the muffler's on it. Not sure if that's a stock muffler or not. Hard to say. Speedo says 649 on it. Says it's got a 2-speed trans, so I have a feeling it's probably gonna be like the Sachs, like the last moped we did. I had the 2-speed. It's a little different. The case is different. The other one was square, but it was not on a down angle like that. It looks like a decompression valve. I don't see that doing anything. And I wouldn't think that that thing is going to spin. I have a feeling it's probably seized. It's got cool mag wheels on it. Kind of a... Are they riveted or are they bolted? They are riveted on. It looks like plastic. Seat looks like it's ready to crap out. The pan's looking kind of rough. And price-wise, they had 75 bucks on it, and I kind of looked at it and smelled the gas and tank and kind of knew what we were getting into. I offered 40 bucks. He said, how about 50? I said, I'm gonna stay at 40. He said, how about 45? I said, I'm gonna stay at 40. He said, okay, 40. So I went it for 40 bucks. And again, at least the tires do not look dry rotted. I have a moped that needs 2 tires. So worst case scenario, these 17-inch tires were gonna go on the little snap-on chopper. You know, if any of you guys have seen that one, it's an early video. I made a moped, Sachs moped into a chopper. It's got a raked front end on it, but tires are beat on that. So tires are about 40 bucks a piece. So that's what I figured, worst case scenario. And that may make for a good Will It Run video too. It may come back. She's a tad rough, but hey, that's what makes them fun, right? So we'll see on that guy. What else we got? Oh, I stopped at the scrapyard the other day where I like to do my shopping, and one of the other things that I found was this little tiny guy, a little electric mini bike that more than likely is dead, and something happened to the electronics of it, but I don't really care. Now this bike is small. Here's my hand, give you an idea. That thing's maybe a little over 2 feet long. Of course my phone's ringing. Alright, so it's I'd say that's probably a foot. I'd say it's probably 2.5 feet long to give you an idea of the scale of it. And what I figure we can kind of do is find ourselves a nice little chainsaw motor and gut this crap out of it right here. So you can put a little chainsaw motor in it. You could probably ride it with one knee on it and put around. So I'm on the lookout for a chainsaw. I may even have one laying around that we can go play with. This is a someday project when I feel like working on something tiny, and kind of be like a spare tire for another motorcycle, I guess. So with that, guys, we're gonna go wrap it up. Figure we'll just make ourselves a quick little video of what we got kind of in store. I'm just going to go to a flea market tomorrow morning, see if I can find anything else. If I end up going to that, I'll scab that on the end of this video. If not, thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll have some fun with this stuff pretty soon. Got a go-kart video halfway through. That one should be coming up in, I don't know, within a week or so, I guess. Till then, see ya. And this is Todd's farm. Got a pretty good mix. Mostly antique, but some China stuff mixed in. Selling puppy dogs too. She just called me a good girl. Alright, let's go find ourselves a parking spot and see if we can go find anything. It's backed up a little.
Pretty sweet. I like it.
We didn't even see that scary.
Yeah.
What would you do with it after that? Is it read
How much for that guy?
That's $20.
Okay.
I don't know. I really don't know. Could be. I never thought of it.
Yeah, I think it's in on eBay.
Yeah, it's
Yesterday's yard sale. Now it's all free. What do you think that thing is? It's a movie projector, I think. Slides. And back home, guys, from that was Todd's Farm. It was the flea market in Raleigh, Massachusetts. Good place to go. I like going there when the weather's not too hot. And on the way home, we hit a yard sale. Grabbed a couple of things. Set of leaf springs that are very thin, which would be good for like a bike front suspension. Instead of using a single thick leaf like that, I'm thinking a little thinner for the next bike build. Those ought to work just fine. That's what I was looking for the first time for this bike. And we got a couple of small engines that were down in the basement. A couple of old Briggs. I'm not sure of the genre. I'm going to say 50s with a gear reduction on them. I'm not sure what the ratio is and what that would have been used for. Anybody knows the answer for that, give a shout. And this one has the same thing too. Different style carb. This might be a little bit later. Also has a gear reduction on it too. So with that, guys, now we're going to go wrap it up. I'm going to go book Krusty away. We're going to go call her a day. I want to thank all you guys for hanging out. Till next time. Later.